You're watching Bionic Dance. Don't run on automatic, instead, please think.
Questions. So if an atheist denies one of the premises, what would you say?
Well, you need to have arguments supporting that premise. You need to have a kind of substructure to your argument, and you would share with the atheist the reasons why you believe that premise is true.
But then what do you do after the atheist points out the flaws in your logic? Simple. You cheat. Let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers. BionicDance here. Billy Craig. If religion didn't exist, he'd be the guy at the carnival trying to talk you into playing a rigged game for a shitty prize. Honesty is not one of his virtues. His goal isn't to be right. It's to win.
So, for example, in the Kalam cosmological argument...
Oh, for fuck's sake. The Kalam argument is such illogical, childish nonsense that if they made a movie version, it'd make Howard the Duck look like Citizen Kane.
The key premise is the universe began to exist. Now, I don't simply assert that. I give 4 sub-arguments supporting that premise, 2 philosophical arguments and 2 scientific confirmations.
And if you're going to do that at all, it should be in reverse. Otherwise, you just might be pretty prone to confirmation bias.
And so if the atheist denies the premise, he needs to refute those supporting arguments.
The Kalam cosmological argument is nothing but non sequiturs and special pleading, assuming that the uncaused cause has to be a conscious being, saying that being doesn't have to have a cause, and proving none of it, then demanding the atheist refute you while not addressing atheist arguments until they have. That's dishonest. Anything asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. And the only part of the Kalam argument with any evidence behind it at all is that the universe began to exist. And even then, began to exist is open to interpretation. The matter making up the universe may have always existed, but the post-Big Bang universe as we know it clearly did not. Where that matter came from is still a mystery, but claiming that a being was responsible is a complete non sequitur. It just comes out of nowhere with no basis beyond Craig's say-so. But rather than allowing himself to be challenged on that point, Billy expects atheists to actually disprove his invisible friend's existence. And if we can't, then he declares victory. So apparently, right or not, unproved assertions win if they cannot be shown false, which means there really is a giant invisible intangible pineapple sitting in my bathtub. Right? Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is Bionic Dan saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think. Not rating and subscribing has been found to cause obesity, acne, and male pattern baldness in laboratory rats.